Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy Tactics walkthrough. Looks like we're heading to Yardow Fort City. Probably saying that wrong. Alright. Who are we gonna bring this time? I assume Mustadio, Agrius. Oh, Agrius is a monk, huh? Interesting, okay. And then 2 dancers as per usual. Yeah, that looks good. So, Agrius, I'm definitely working my way towards the ninja. And I don't remember actually if I mentioned it in the previous video or not, but the ninja is actually one of my favorite classes to level up as, and that's just because of the stat gain. So, like I said, I'll be working towards that ninja and then, you know, attempting to level up in that job. Anyways, alright, so here we've got Malik and Rafa obviously arguing about the Grand Duke, whoever that is. I've been deceived. Okay, so Barrington is this guy's name. Oh, slap! You know what he did? What he did to me? I know you know. Okay, so, Barrington is, a man who, took these two in, actually, as orphans. And his reasons for doing so, become, apparent. Rafa actually alluded to those reasons, saying that he actually was the one behind the burning of their village, and the fact that he wanted their special skills, their family skills, whatever that means. They do actually have a somewhat unique skill set. Yeah, so here Rafa actually talks about how she's basically telling Malik the truth, and not only says that he or Barrington, you know, burned their family to the ground, but actually she does also allude to I would say some physical abuse between her and Barrington, and then says basically, you know what he did to me. So pretty dark stuff there. I don't know if I necessarily caught that part of it the first time I played through the game, but I think, you know, as I got older, I was like, okay, wow, that's pretty dark stuff. But good story, obviously, a really good storytelling. All right, so what are we doing here? I actually the first time I believe I played through this, I had to redo this, and I actually got, I think, kind of close this time as well. So, if I remember correctly, if Rafa, if her HP reaches 0, I think you lose this one. And then I don't remember actually I didn't catch the victory condition here on whether or not it's to defeat all enemies, or I guess actually, so if it's protect Rafa, I would assume that means you absolutely have to kill all enemies, while also not letting her HP drop to 0. If it just says, and I don't think it's the case, but if it just says, you know, defeat Malik, then obviously you just have to defeat Malik. And then, you know, defeat all enemies is pretty self-explanatory as well. Just worry about killing Ramza. Alright. How are you going to explain it to the Grand Duke? Said forget about it. Say a word about Rafa to him, you'll never breathe again. Sister? Killing your sister? Alright, so apparently Malik's mind is made up here. Sunken State. Alright, so Sunken State's going to block off this area, and that's why I put that dancer there. Now, if I remember correctly, the ninjas can still jump over the wall. But all right, so that was her. I think it's called the Heaven skill in this game. Now there's a couple of different Heaven skills, I guess you could say, and you know, I don't know. So they're different elemental types, and I'll be completely honest. I rarely use, excuse me, Rafa or Malik in my parties. So I'll be completely honest. I don't have a whole lot of experience with them. Mostly, I would say, if you notice there, she casted there in a cross pattern. And actually what happens there is the spell randomly targets panels in that cross, and that's the problem with it, in my opinion, is that it's random, and you're just not going to be able to count on it. So when it does hit, it's pretty powerful, but you know, it misses a lot. So that really drops its usefulness in my eyes. So again, keep in mind that's probably why I will steer away from it. Excuse me. Wow. But all right. Ooh, Shiva. That was pretty weak. All right. So my strategy here was obviously to keep the enemies from coming through the walkway, while, you know, slowing them down. I believe I've got the slow song going. Slow dance. And then obviously also as well trying to just absorb damage. Alright, like I said, I'm pretty sure these yeah, here we go. Alright, so the ninjas are going to start jumping up over the wall now. And obviously they've got the throw command, so if your characters have the catch ability from the, I believe it's the thief, you can actually catch these items that they're throwing, and that's actually going to be based off your brave too. So basically with 97 brave, you'll have a 97% chance to catch, you know, whatever they're throwing. So that's another really good reason for raising the brave levels of your character. And alright, so we landed a couple of speed downs there. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so and I would say that comes in really useful, or it comes in really handy later on in the game once the enemies actually start throwing better items. So the way that actually the enemies throw stuff is it's kind of interesting. So and what I mean by that is any ninja in a battle will usually have you know, one of the headings. Let me take that back. Obviously there's all kinds of different stuff that ninjas can throw. Some of them are the shuriken. Some are, they can actually throw swords at you, daggers, rods, you know, so on and so forth. And later on in the game, we will actually be able to obtain some really good stuff by catching. And I actually feel like catching is a very underrated way to obtain better gear. There's a diamond sword right there. And what the enemy throws is based off of two things. Number one is their level. So the higher level the ninja is, the better the stuff that they'll throw. And then the other thing is just based on what skills that they've learned. So if they've got throw sword, they'll be able to throw swords. If they have the throw knife ability, they'll be able to throw knives. And one of the really cool things that goes along with that is the fact that you can actually level the enemy ninjas in battle and essentially make them throw better items. So, you know, you can let them hit you, you know, whatever you want to do, and they will gain levels and thus be able to throw better items, which I think is pretty cool too. So if you have your heart set on a certain item, we'll just say a knight sword. You know, if you run across an enemy that is throwing lower level knight swords, well, you know, you can let him beat you up a bit, gain some levels, and he'll you know, basically have upgrades, or his throwing ability will be upgraded, which I think is, again, pretty cool. Oh, wow, nice! I knocked that ninja down. Knocked him right off the wall. So yeah. So again, I will eventually probably do a guide actually on catching and kind of like where I catch the majority of my items at, and kind of how to manipulate and do it effectively, I suppose. So I would say stay tuned for that. I will likely make it much later on in the game, as you know, obviously my characters are still fairly low level right now, and while, yeah, I would be able to catch some decent stuff right now, I feel like it's better to wait until later. Alright, so that was Malik's Hell skill, so it's the opposite of, well, shouldn't even say it the opposite. It's a lot like Rafa's skill. It basically behaves the same exact way. It randomly fires abilities in a cross pattern. And there, unfortunately, Agrius ate the dirt. And I think that knocked this dancer out of sunken state as well. Yeah. So that's the danger, I guess, of actually bringing your characters too close to your characters that are in sunken state, as you know, area of effect abilities will still hit them. All right, let's get in here and wreak some havoc with Ramza. To be honest, I should have had him equipped with the two swords ability, just to really crank out his offense, or to crank his offense up. I feel like I really got bogged down in this battle, and I'm not sure what I had Ramza actually equipped with. Obviously, he's a squire, and he's got one blood sword for sure, but again, I'm not really sure why I don't have him equipped with the two swords ability. He just he's usually my, you know, offensive powerhouse at this point in the game, and he's doing okay. I mean, obviously, I think he cranked that summoner for like 128 damage, which is huge, but if he had two swords on, well, he would have hit, you know, he would have done that twice. So what would that be, 256? So, you know, that's a lot of damage. There isn't a whole lot of units right now that can take that much damage in a turn. So again, not really sure why gosh, and he's level 71. That's ridiculous right now. It's like 3 times the level of all of these enemies. Oops, sunken state. Oh gosh. This ninja here has been alive forever. He's been in critical status for the last, like, I don't know, 4 or 5 turns. Boonk. Speed save. Alright. Crank up that speed a little bit. Again, that speed save is by far my favorite reaction ability. I would say Sunken State is a really close second, but I really, really like that. And that's mostly just because of the way I play. I do a lot of, or I do very little healing, whether it be, you know, with items or spells. I really stay away from spells, and it works really good because that Sunken State will kind of prevent enemy characters from, I guess, kind of like ganging up on you. So, you know, again, that's kind of why I like that. There are actually a lot of really cool reaction abilities, though, in this game. you know, and they've all kind of got their good uses. I actually used to like to use Hamido quite a bit. That's the, I believe that's the monk reaction ability. And what that does for you is, and here, this was kind of a bad idea. I'm not really sure why I tried stealing here. Agrius's timer is running down, and I didn't have a way to revive her at this point, so. Damn, I hate retreating like this. Okay, so this is definitely a defeat all enemies type deal. Obviously, Malik just ran away. And the battle has not ended. Anyways, what was I saying there? Oh, yeah, Hamido. So, I actually really like Hamido as well. That's a really cool ability that, you know, if an enemy is trying to use a physical attack against you, oftentimes you'll just actually completely cancel their ability and actually attack them instead. So it's actually highly efficient too when it comes to like a turn standpoint, obviously, because it takes the enemy's turn completely away from them, prevents all the damage that would have been done to you, and attacks them all at the same time. So it's incredibly efficient. So you know, unfortunately though, I think it's like 1,200 JP or something like that in the monk line. It's either 1,200 or 1,000. So you know, you'll have to spend a good amount of time as a monk in order to learn that. But all right. Anyways, so we have officially saved Rafa here. If they return, we're in trouble. Let's hide. Okay. I don't know about that, man. We kind of did some work in that battle. This battle is complete. All right. Let's see what we get here. Some money as usual. What do we get for a bonus? Some more money, Yagyu darkness, and a holy water. That's pretty lame. Those are really lame rewards, actually. Although, let's be honest, there really isn't. You don't really get good rewards for these battles, to be honest. Every once in a while, you'll get a random piece of armor or equipment, but usually not. All right, Barrington wants only one thing: to be the king. They call him Weapon King for making strong weapons and training many wizards. There's no one who incites the Grand Duke that is of the royal family. Oh, there is one, sorry, who incites the Grand Duke. Killing Largan Goltana set the stage for him to become a regent. Why do you keep fighting being branded a heretic? Think I know why, but nobody will thank you for beating him. Not fighting for thanks, I'm fighting for honor and pride as a Beolba. That's a lie. You aren't that noble. You can't ignore injustice, oh my god, injustice or evil in front of you. You flatter me I'm not that good, but what are you going to do? I must go to Ryvanes to save Alma, but you barely escaped from there, right? I must get my brother out. Why are you two fighting? We're 50-year orphans. All right, so here she'll tell us the story about what happened with her. I'll never forget those days looking through garbage and dead bodies for food. Wow. That's when Barrington saved us. I believed in God then. Barrington built orphanages for war orphans, but he provided training to gifted children to be assassins. You must be those children. We, Gathanis, have a secret skill, my heaven and my brother's hell skill. These two skills differ from magic. Barrington wanted them, but the family elder refused him, so he burned the village. He decided that if he couldn't have them, he'd erase them from this world. Wow. Okay, he was probably excited when he found us among the orphans. If I can't have it, no one can. Tried to escape when you found out the truth. Okay. We yearned for him to be like our real father, but even then. Okay. So this is where you were hiding. Medic. Send Ramza, hurry to Ryavanes, or your sister will be dead. If you touch Elma, I'll show no mercy. Rafa, you're coming too. Resist and Ramza's sister will die because of you. It's not fair. They have nothing to do with us. It's not a warning. It's an order. All right, so we don't have any choice. We all have to go to Ryavanes to rescue Alma. All right, that's going to be it for this particular episode. So, as always, hope this guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. All right, thanks for watching.